So we are officially one Paldeck closer to the launch of Palworld. We have just been given the release date of January the 19th for all platforms including Game Pass, and we were even given some answers to some frequently asked questions such as the price, PvP and so on. But I've covered all of that already, so be sure to go and check that out. But for now we're moving on to another Paldeck. Now last time we checked out my new rank number 1, and that is Anubis. He was extremely good. He had some great melee attacks, but with a bit of range attacks mixed in there as well. But now we move on to Paldeck number 11, and that's Dinossom. Now, even though this Pal does look very good, I'll be very surprised if he beats Anubis in my ranking. So let's do what we always do here. Let's watch the trailer all the way through, then go and break it down scene by scene. So let's do this. Oh, he is a big boy. Got a little tail whip going on there. There's Anubis. Boom. Look at Anubis's spin kick. That's so sick. Then he does that giant leap. That's so good. But we're bringing out a Fox Park here to torch up our Dinossom. Oh, Incineram. That was very rapid. Cativa going in with that Fury Punch. Absolutely slapped. And there we go. We capture him. Give him a little pet. Oh, what was that? I didn't even see what that was. Oh, we get a look at a little gun rack here. Oh, very interesting outro scene there. That was great, but I didn't get a good look at his attacks there, so we're going to have to keep a keen eye in the breakdown. So now let's go through scene by scene and break it down. Wow, look at the size of the map here. That map is insanely big. Now, I don't know if they're going to use any kind of like background imagery to make the map look bigger, but if all of this is explorable, that is wild. But we can see he's got a little tail whip attack there. Here he's fighting the Anubis. I'm trying to see what attacks he actually does. Anubis goes for the slam. Seen him do a little tail whip there, I think. But he's not doing a great deal. He's just getting cooked. Goes for a little run away there. Gets beat up by the Cativa. Hits Cativa with something there. What is that? So boom, gets hit by the Cativa. Hits Cativa with some kind of green beam. And then gets straight away captured. We give him a little pet. Now here, he hits that tail whip. Look at that. He hits that tail whip and takes that Relaxaurus right out. Boom. That's all we seem to be seeing from him right now. And then we move on to this very interesting outro scene here. So we can see again that brick building from the last one. We get a better look at it here, and the building does look fantastic. We then got the Cativa down in the cat bed down here. Univolt is chilling at the back. Relaxaurus seems to be working on these crops, while Anubis is keeping the electric powered, which is very interesting. But here we can actually see our Dinossom working on what looks like a weapons workbench. So of course we know that in Palworld you get guns. We've seen them on the automation benches, but here we can actually see our workbench for it, and it's got a couple of guns up on the wall there. It's got a pistol, a shotgun and an AR. There's also an AR lent against the bench here, and then ourselves are working on the standard workbench over this side. I'm still trying to work out how the guns exactly work. Obviously we've seen things like bats and bows and all kind of melee weapons, but we haven't seen a great deal about the guns as of yet. Of course we've seen us using them and we've seen them being automated, but are they extremely common? Are they high end? We don't really know right now. Now I am just going to try to get a look at what Anubis is doing here. Oh, he's building. Okay, so Anubis is actually building that machine there. I thought he was going to be powering it, but that wouldn't have really made sense with his fighting style. But he is actually building. Everyone seems to be building here. Cativa's just having a nap, but that was extremely interesting. Now I do feel like I may have missed something in this trailer, so I am going to do what I normally do and just skim back through, see if I missed anything. Oh, check this out. Look at this tower right here. There seems to be some some sort of POW on top. I can't quite make out what it is, but look at this statue. Now, we have seen various of these statues before, but this is a pretty close look at them. So what could these towers be? They could be fast travel, they could be factions, they could be bosses. We don't actually know as of yet, but either way, this is a nice close look at something. And that's the reason I do like to come back through, because I missed that the first and second time. So just coming back through, focusing on everything, not focusing on what I'm saying, I can actually get a proper good look at the detail behind. Now, wait, did you see that? Look at this, boom. You see this? Is that a green sphere? So does that confirm that there's various spheres? Obviously, we've seen the other spheres on the floor dropped by the human enemies. They are bright and blue in color. This is a green one. So does this mean, similar to Pokemon, how you get the different Pokeballs and each one can kind of have better chance of capturing? Does that mean we get the same thing in Palworld? Or could there be different levels of spheres for different sizes of pals? Or is that not a sphere at all and I'm just imagining things here? But to me, this looks like a green sphere. Interesting. We have to keep our eyes peeled for that. Okay, so I think that is about it. So let's go on to see who is our next pal. Oh, we've got, what's your name? Elphidran? Elphidran? Interesting. All right, so a very good look at Dinossom there. Not one of my favorites, I must admit, but we didn't get a good look at the range or variety of their attacks. We only pretty much seen that tail whip. So I will definitely be interested to see what else we can figure out about Dinossom, but he doesn't compete with the likes of Anubis or Gorilla or even Cativa as of yet. But that green sphere really got the noggin going. But either way, a great look at Dinossom. And that's another Paldeck complete. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do drop a like and subscribe. Join the Caztecx Discord. All the links are down below. Now, as I mentioned, I have recently covered both of the announcements for the release date and the Game Pass release date. I've also just covered the frequently asked questions that was put out, and I'm going to be covering everything else to do with Palworld, including a very large announcement coming very soon. But that's it from me. I'm on to the next one. Peace!